So before today's video, I went and checked out the analytics here on the good old YouTube page, Giants Now by Chat Sports. And the YouTube analytics told me that 65% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed. And I just do not understand. If you love the New York Football Giants and you're looking for Giants videos every single day this offseason, just freaking hit the button. Hit that big red button. Sub if you bleed Giants blue. Yo, what's going on, Giants fans? You're watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. Give me a follow over on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. It's another way you can stay up to date on the latest Giants news and rumors. And I want to follow some real ones back. DM me, real one, and I'll give you a follow back. We have somewhat of a new segment on today's show. We've been doing it a couple of times, but it is still new, so I want to explain it. We're calling it our Hard Hat Rumor Meter segment, because what we do on this show, and it's my job, I get paid to do, is to talk about the biggest rumors and the biggest stories surrounding Big Blue, and we want to have some sort of way to scale the believability of these rumors. So, for instance, 0 hard hats equals fake news. Like, for instance, Eli Manning losing to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Fake news, would never happen. 1 hard hat, it's a small shred of truth. 2 hard hats, people are talking. 3 hard hats is pretty likely. And 4 hard hats are, it's elite, it's happening, because you can't spell elite without Eli, like Eli Manning. First rumor on today's show: does James Bradberry want to come back and be a Giant once again? I'm giving this just 1 hard hat, a small shred of truth, because Bradberry spoke to the media at Super Bowl week and at media availability and said that he would be open to returning to the New York Football Giants in free agency. He's going to be a free agent this offseason. And the thing that really got this up in smoke was when he said he missed playing for the Giants defensive back coach, Jerome Henderson. Look, it makes a lot of sense. Giants need a corner. He once played for the Giants. But just a couple of weeks ago, when the Eagles lost, or I guess the Giants lost to the Eagles, I freaking hate saying that, in the playoffs, James Bradberry took some shots at Big Blue. This is what he had to say. He said, "It was kind of ironic that I got released by them and I had an impact in sending them home. A top 3 moment in my career." And then some people were mad. Some people sent me this tweet and they're like, "Dude, F James Bradberry." I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not mad at this because the Giants cut him. Sure, their backs were up against the wall with the salary cap. Dave Gettleman left Joe Shane in a terrible spot. But as a player, when you're cut, you're pretty much being told by one team, we don't value you as much as you think, and we don't value you at the price point that you think you're valued at, a.k.a. we don't think you're good enough for you to be on this football team. And I'm sure James Bradberry was not happy about that. I don't think anybody in their profession would be happy if a place that they loved working at told you, "Yo, pack your bags, get the hell up out of here. We don't want you anymore." He didn't talk about a pay cut. He didn't talk about anything. You just cut him. Of course, you'd be upset. That's the competitor in him. And I actually respect him for that. But these quotes were a little bit weird. This was yesterday or 2 days ago, and he said, or he was asked by a media member, "Would you go back to the Giants?" And he said, "You know what? I try to be an open-minded guy. The possibilities are limitless when it comes to free agency and where I end up. Can't make any promises, but I'm an open-minded guy. It was a rough little stint there I had in New York, but I came away with a lot of great relationships. They've got a lot of great guys in that building over there, players, personnel. And I've still got a great relationship with those guys over there. So it was a blessing." Look, Giants need help at corner, no doubt about it. Adoree Jackson, he's a great corner. He's going to be back next year. But you have a hole at cornerback 2 right now. Fabian Morrow was good for a couple of games, kind of flamed out at the end of the season. Nick McLeod, he's solid. Hopefully Cordell Flott takes a step this next year. Darnay Holmes, I don't know if he's going to be back. He could be a cut candidate. So the Giants will go out there and look to find a replacement, or I guess a number 2 corner to pair alongside Adoree Jackson. But when I really think about this, I doubt it happens. I think that bridge has somewhat been burned. James Bradberry got his feelings hurt, and that's okay. He's an emotional guy. This is an emotional business, and when you get told you're not good enough to do something, sure, you're going to have a chip on your shoulder. but it doesn't sound like Joe Shane and James Bradberry really have the best connection. And if Wink Martindale comes back at the coordinator spot, if he doesn't accept that job or get that job as the Indianapolis head coach, he doesn't really fit this scheme because the Giants are looking for press man-to-man cover corners, whereas James Bradberry is a zone corner. If you watched the show last offseason, we showed you the numbers. Not the best man cover corner. Good corner overall, but I just doubt that this happens. It'll be on James Bradberry. I bet the Giants would love to have him back for the right price, but I think he can get more money elsewhere and just feel like he's more appreciated somewhere else, and I think that's what he wants at this point in his career. Heck, he's playing in a freaking Super Bowl right now with the Philadelphia Eagles. I bet he goes back there. Should the Giants sign James Bradberry? I want to hear from you guys down in the comments section. Let me know what you think. Should the Giants sign James Bradberry in NFL free agency? Type S for sign, type P for pass. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. We'll get to another story on Travis Kelce and Daniel Bellinger. Very interesting stuff from Kelce coming up. But first, I want to tell you about our proud sponsor, Fume. We all have bad habits, and we certainly know how hard they can be to kick those bad habits. Our sponsor, Fume, is on a mission to accelerate humanity's breakup from the bad habits that consume far too many of us. Fume is a natural diffusive device that uses plants and behavioral science to help you trade out your negative habit for a positive one. I didn't expect much out of Fume when I got it, but the minty sensation is just awesome. Fume is not a vape. It is not a vape. It is a non-electronic device designed to transform your negative habits. The easiest way to stop a bad habit is to switch to a positive one, and Fume is designed perfectly to do just that. Head to tryfume.com/chatsports and use code chatsports to save 10% off. That is FUM.com/chatsports and use code chatsports for 10% off the Journey Pack today. The link is at the bottom of the screen right now. It's also in the description and comments of today's show. Travis Kelce, he's going to be playing, and I believe this is his third Super Bowl, if I know the math there right. I'm not good at math. That's why I talk football for a living. But Travis Kelce was asked at Radio Row if there's any young tight ends in the NFL that remind himself in them. I think that's how you say that. I don't know. It's been a long day. But he had some really nice words to say about rookie tight end Daniel Bellinger. He said this: there are a few great tight ends out there. I don't know if there are any that remind me of myself, but there are a few guys I'm excited about. Kyle Pitts being one of them, Jake Ferguson down in Dallas, and Daniel Bellinger over in New York. I'm excited to see how these guys manifest over the next few years, and we'll see what they can where they can take their game. He said this exactly on Daniel Bellinger. He said, he's just an awesome athlete. He seems like he has that professional drive to be the greatest tight end that he can be. That's what I saw from him at Tight End U, a camp that Kelce held this past summer where Bellinger was in attendance. He said he was trying to be his greatest self every single day. I could see his determination and his focus, and those are the kind of traits that give you a chance to be great, especially when you have a guy like Mike Kafka up there in New York. Hopefully Mike Kafka stays and doesn't become the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. But look, these are, I don't know why I just got chills reading those quotes. That was weird. But these are very, very nice words from the best tight end ever, maybe, in Travis Kelce. I know some people say Mark Bavaro. I know some people say Rob Gronkowski. But Travis Kelce is in the discussion for the best tight end ever. And when you get the praise that Bellinger got from a GOAT like that, that means a lot. And that's only going to continue to motivate Daniel Bellinger more and more, who I would say in his rookie season was pretty damn good. I mean, he broke his face and he came back and he was solid. He had 3 total touchdowns, 2 receiving. He also had a rushing touchdown. He had 30 grabs for 268 yards. He wasn't really asked that much to be a productive player in the pass game. But when his number was called, he always showed up. Had that touchdown in the playoffs against the Minnesota Vikings as well. He's a great run blocker. He's a good teammate. He's willing to put his body on the line. I love everything about Daniel Bellinger, and I have high hopes for Mr. Belly. I think he could be a good tight end in this league. I just wonder if he's ever going to be a top-end tight end one. But hell, Travis Kelce, if he's saying it, maybe I should start saying it. Travis Kelce, he knows ball and he knows what he's talking about. Bellinger, happy he's a Giant. I think he's going to take a big leap this coming up year. Hopefully Mike Kafka stays. If he goes to the Cardinals, I'm going to be in absolute shambles. Before we get out of here, I want to show some love to the rookie tight end, Daniel Bellinger. Show him some love. type his jersey number down in the comment section, number 82. Let's show the Rooks some love. And make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and have your notifications turned on, because the offseason is the time where breaking news happens every single day. And look, when breaking news happens, we're going to be going live on the channel, and I don't want you guys to miss it. So hit that bell icon right underneath the video. And remember, give me a follow on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_.